Welcome back to Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. Today, this is Robowaifu Championship Wrestling Waifu World, our interim program. Well, we changed some things around and we just don't have weekly waifu going on, is essentially this. So this is Waifu World, but even if it's a replacement program, there's still gonna be some great action for you. There's your match card. We're headed off with a Robowaifu Championship Wrestling World title match. It is our newly crowned Robowaifu Championship Wrestling World Champion, Noriko Takaya, defending against the close-up champion, Netgear. You're not going to want to miss that one. But let's just move into the first contest, shall we? So coming to the ring first is the ever incomprehensible. Is it not comprehensible the right word? I don't know what word I wanted there, but it's Serval, the unwinnable Serval. However, sporting a brand new look, it seems. Could this new look be a new kind of outlook for Serval? But she has quite the challenge on her hand. The former Robowaifu Championship Wrestling World Champion, Golden Karen Kujo. Definitely Serval never had a win here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. Has her work set out for her in this one. So let's get it started. Izuki-chan, our referee, Kiwi-chan, is on a bit of a break during this time off. We'll hopefully be seeing her at some point in the future, but Uzuki-chan and Kanuku Ref will be our referees for Waifu World, our interim events. Karen looking good so far, and as you'd expect out of the former Robowaifu Championship Wrestling World Champion, but with a takedown like that, maybe not looking as good as I was letting on. This is a fantastic opportunity for Serval here today. As I've mentioned and alluded to many times, Serval is still unable to ever get a win here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. Record of 0-7-1. And you've just got to think, maybe that's not going to change with the former world champion of Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. But at the same time, maybe that loss to Noriko for the championship may be in Karen's head, and it may put her off her game, and she's being pinned, but not even a 1 count. Great vertical suplex there from Serval. And yeah, Serval is looking quite good, and that is something we do see from Serval matches. She can appear quite dominant, but still at the end of the day manages to lose the contest. However, we'll still have to see only 2 minutes into this one, and there's a pinfall attempt, but only a 1 count. Still a little too early to get the victory off of that one. Combination of strikes there from Serval, and rolling over into the camel clutch. Not quite gonna give up is Karen. And sending Serval to the outside, and this is a great opportunity for Karen to kind of catch her breath a little bit there. And that's the kind of experience that you would expect to see out of the former world champion. Knowing when to just take some time, get your breath, and keep going. As I've mentioned the World Championship many times, we will be seeing our new World Champion, Noriko, in her first defense against Netgear later tonight. And here's the pin, but not enough to put Serval away just yet. She has a lot of fight in her. And the claw applied on the face of the former champion. And into that red turnbuckle. Strong dive there. And just absolutely walloping her there in the red turnbuckle with those strikes. Flash pinfall could be the upset, but is not the Serval. Now that is gonna definitely be in the ropes. I mean, she was half hanging out of the ring. There's that butterfly suplex. Will we see the pedigree that that Karen pulled out for Noriko? Obviously didn't get the job, so maybe you get the job done, so maybe we won't. Swan dive, drop kick. That is the voice of our timekeeper, counting off those that ring out count. That is not the voice of Azuki-chan. And a flash pinfall from the former champion, but not quite enough. Combination of strikes sending Serval to the mat. And there's a pin off of the fireman's carry takedown, but not enough to get the win. And here, no, Serval managing to stop that. Probably was going to be that butterfly suplex. The Superman punch could be it for the former champion, but not quite. I mean, with a move like that, you can imagine that Karen may have been sweating in her boots there. Camel clutch could be enough, but no, she was in that camel clutch for quite some time. And a back and forth exchange we have here. Rolling chop, but the drop kick from Serval taking the former champion down. 1, 2. Oh my god, I thought Serval was just about to pin Karen Kujo in the middle of the ring. And a dive, phenomenal forearm from Serval. That could be it! Serval's first win! Oh my god! Not able to get the butterfly suplex again, and a dive! Oh my god! Serval is on fire right now, but quickly being cut off by Karen. And you don't want to get stuck on the outside with Karen Kujo. We've seen what she will do if she can get you stuck out there. Super kick! This is a bad place for Serval to be in! 17! But Serval manages to get back in the ring. That is how Karen won the world title for the first time. Karen with a dive, swan dive, drop kick. These two are just going all in, and this is only the opening contest. And there's the pedigree on the outside of the ring. But Pele kick from Serval. Both competitors are down. Serval turning it around, but Karen getting in on the count of 15. What a match this has been already. Rain! Maker! This is it! 2! 3! Serval did it! Serval just pinned the former world champion Karen Kujo for her first ever win here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. The upset of the century. The Tanashi Maker, she calls it, the Rainmaker variant. Oh my god, this changes everything. The disgraced former champion losing to Serval. I need to see it in the record books. I need to see it. 1-7-1. There it is. Serval's done it. New name, new attitude. Well, not new name, but new look. New attitude. Well, enough grandstanding on that one. Let's move into the next contest. Coming to the ring first, we have Renge Miyauchi, ladies and gentlemen. In just a singles match here against a debuting opponent we'll be seeing in a moment. Renge, I would say a reasonable mainstay here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling, 11 matches to her name. And here comes, from the Idol Master, it is Miki Hoshii. Her first opportunity here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. She has come all the way from ICW, which I believe is Idol Master Championship Wrestling. If that is a thing on YouTube or something like that, I suggest giving that a look up, because it's on the Steam Workshop at least. But moving on, what's the Steam Workshop, you might be asking? What's that got to do with wrestling? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, but Renge Miyauchi is about to slam Miki into the mat. Definitely an experience advantage for Renge, but I guess maybe not if Miki Hoshii has been kind of making her name in Idolmaster Championship Wrestling, as it seems. Maybe she has a lot more experience than we may think. Maybe it's just our first time seeing her at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. However, it may not be her first time in the squared circle. And I mean, to get to this point, I imagine it wouldn't be your first time in the squared circle. We only employ the most well-trained and best athletes here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. Great strike there for Miki Hoshii. A win over Renge in your first match, I reckon, would be a reasonably good, feather in your cap. Renge has never held any gold here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling, but she's had her wins. And she's good friends with current TV champion. And a fork has come out. Current TV champion 2B. Who we will be seeing in action later tonight. I did mention at the end of Wrestle Colony that the TV championship will still be defended at these Waifu World shows. This may not be weekly waifu, but we will still be having the TV championship eligible for defense. And I wasn't sure on the angle was that one, but that landed flush and perfect on the outside. A lot of brawling on the outside. Gonna do a leg submission. Might be able to keep her on the outside. I haven't turned off that damn beeping noise. Let me mute the microphone and get that sorted. As I was dealing with that little background sound, Miki Hoshii took a little bit of control, but now we're going back and forth for right now. And Renge getting an easy sorry, I got really distracted because that was disgusting. And now Miki is just oozing blood. It is all over her face, all over her chest. It is not looking great for Miki. That's something that Renge pulls out a lot, that headbutt, and does a lot of damage, but however, you can only begin to imagine the damage she possibly does to herself, which may be indicative of her not so great record here, Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. I did just take a look at it before, but it is 4-6-1 of 11 matches. And great hip attack there. And that interesting figure 4 leg lock like submission, not a Russian leg sweep, as some idiot may have called it at one point in time. But I mean, it wasn't quite a figure 4, it was a bit of a modified version. And here it is again, wants to maybe make the newcomer tap out. And when you're gushing blood like that, it's possibly a good idea. Obviously she's not targeting the head, but when you're gushing blood like that, you kind of want to get out of here as soon as possible. A submission of her own though on Renge. I feel like this has been mostly Renge, but Tiger Driver from Miki Hoshii and almost getting the win. We could have had another huge upset gutbuster from Miki. And shooting star press, that is not it. So close there for Miki. And another Tiger Driver, but Uzuki called that in the ropes. A really large lariat, but didn't quite realize that Miki was in the ropes. Miki going up top. What's she going for up here? A dive from the top rope and sending Miki down onto the floor, getting more blood all over the place. The blood is absolutely gushing out. It just does not stop. Into the blue turnbuckle, and we're going up. What could we be going for up here? Nothing. And a shooting star press. 2. Not quite enough though for Miki Hoshii. Almost with the huge victory. She's not even a 1 count. Not off a move like that. Belly to belly. Gonna drag her. And what is Renge going for up here? A knee straight across the face, straight across that gash that's assumably on the forehead from those disgusting headbutts earlier. And what are we doing here? Nothing for Renge except for some hard strikes to the head. Lariat. But, oh, reversing that Irish whip. Belly to belly. Gonna drag Miki. What is Renge going for? Reversing a suplex attempt. Both up at the same time. And the Nyampasu. That is it. 2, 3. Renge is your winner after a very hard fought battle with the newcomer Miki Hoshii. Expect to see her around a little bit more in the future here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. Good stuff from these two competitors. Our next contest will be a tag team match, an intergender tag team match. You're not going to want to miss this one. So this is a somewhat interesting combination. We have 1/3 of the Trios tag team champions in Nadeko Sengoku, but we have the former 1/3 of the Trios tag team champions in Kyouko Araragi. They were on separate sides when we last saw them at Wrestle Colony, but here they are teaming together. I mean, I guess there's no animosity from that match against the team of Raku-chan and Hitoshi-san. I believe it's been a little while since we've seen Raku-chan. I may be wrong about that one. I don't know if I can really check offhand really quickly, but I feel like I haven't seen Raku-chan for a while. Hitoshi-san, on the other hand, very consistent presence here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling, especially in the men's division. So Nadeko Sengoku starting it out with Raku-chan. Really big victory for the Fire Sisters and Nadeko at Wrestle Colony, picking up the Trios title, and that was Nadeko's first match here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. It'll be interesting to see if she can keep that momentum going, especially with a different tag team partner in Kyouko Araragi, her opponent during that match at Wrestle Colony. 2 Dragon Screw leg whips there from Raku-chan, and a nice overarm strike. In comes Kyouko. Now, in Robowaifu Championship Wrestling, in intergender tag team matches, the men can go at it with the women. They're all just about as tough as each other. And nice double team maneuver there. Usually we do see Raku-chan teaming up with her good friend Kaneko-chan, not with Hitoshi-san, at least not in a tag team way like this. Sometimes you might see all 3 of them, but this is not a combination that you see very often. And keeping Kyouko on the outside, however, not for long enough to get the count-out victory. And Uzuki has been knocked down. Anything goes at the moment, and Nadeko definitely making the most of that. In comes Raku-chan. Now, the problem with that is the referee didn't see that tag, so I don't know if that should count, but I mean, maybe she heard it. Maybe she heard the slapping of hands. Maybe that's it. Uzuki not looking in a good way, but Kiwi-chan isn't here to really take over for her. Oh no! Should have done that one. I think Raku-chan's been busted open, and a headbutt like that isn't going to help. And she, Nadeko is like a shark right now. She saw some blood and she went for it. In come the boys. And a hiss! Oh, a headbutt from Koyomi Araragi to Raku-chan. Raku's not going to be in a good way, but time to humiliate the former men's champion, Koyomi Araragi. Speaking of the men's championship, we will be seeing that defended later on, as Guts takes on Amuro Ray, our new men's champion, who beat Char Aznavour for that title at Wrestle Colony. In case you missed that show, but I mean, I don't know what you're doing. If you're missing episodes of Robowaifu Championship Wrestling, I don't know what you're doing. But there is the golden trigger and great diving cannonball and submission applied. Nadeko confident in her Oni-chan there. And double tags there. Double powerbomb there. And Nadeko going for the pin. Raku very confident in Hitoshi-san there. Just a very disrespectful kick there. Back and forth we go. Who will get the better of this exchange? And it is Nadeko. She may not be the biggest, but she definitely can go with the strongest. And I would definitely put Hitoshi-san up there with the strongest. Pile driver. And there are strikes to the head. Very well could have gone for the pin and gotten the win there, but instead going for those strikes. Nadeko definitely has a mean streak to her. What are we doing here? Saw an assisted sliced bread, but Nadeko straight back up on her feet. Gonna go tag in Koyomi Araragi. And in comes Raku-chan. Now, having Raku in here may not be the best idea. She is busted open. You would think that maybe the wound could have healed a bit, but not quite. And that's definitely going to affect her performance. There's that reverse choke slam we've seen Koyomi use, and that's an insult. Like, that wasn't to try get a submission, that was to worry Hitoshi-san, kind of bring him out. Great enziguri there. Great drop kick there. And in comes Nadeko once again. There's the double powerbomb. And the fans did not like that one very much. I don't think Nadeko has particularly warmed herself up to the fans here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. And a bite. Oh, oh no, now Hitoshi-san's been busted open too. Yeah, Nadeko has a real mean streak to her. Oh, power slamming her there. And the airplane spin. This is going to get you real dizzy, and then dropped into the mat. The fireball completely missing, but there's the bite again. Azuki-chan giving her to the count of 5. But she will go to the count of 4. And Hitoshi not looking in a good way. And there's the pile driver. But she's just going to go bring in Araragi, maybe to finish this off. But Hitoshi-san managed to slip through that. Yeah, Hitoshi-san needed to get out of there. He's not in a good way, but it doesn't matter. He did the deal. Doesn't matter. I mean, he would have won. No one kicks out of the deal. But unfortunately, he was not the legal competitor. And there it is, the Koyomi reverse. But Koyomi Araragi is not in a good way. Hitoshi-san is there to break that pinfall up. That absolutely would have been it. Great drop toe hold there, taking Raku-chan down. This is looking more and more like Nadeko and Kiyomi's kind of match. Both Hitoshi-san, I don't know why you would be bringing in Hitoshi-san in. He is not in a good way. But yeah, he's going to return the favor a bit. And yep, a lot of blood is spilling here. But there's a pile driver. Nadeko, though, not going for the pinfall. Possibly a mistake. Ooh, what a backbreaker there. A lot of blood just being kind of... Oh, there's a deadlift German. But yeah, a lot of blood being spilled here. Into the blue turnbuckle. And there's the burning hammer. Possibly out of desperation. And Hitoshi-san is going to go for the pin. But not in the right corner to be doing stuff like that. In comes Kyouko Araragi. But the brain buster onto the puddle of blood. And another one for good measure. But Kyouko with a single punch. A one punch, you could say. And, oh, completely whiffing that one. Unfortunately. Raku with a bulldog onto Kyouko Araragi, the only person in this match who is not profusely bleeding. There's the Kyouko reverse. Good night to the Nadeko Sugar Girls. Not Raku-chan kicks out. In fact, even Uzuki-chan's bleeding as well. This is quite the bloody contest, and there should really be no reason for it to be this bloody. That could be it. That is it. Raku-chan picking up the victory there and suddenly stifling the momentum of Nadeko Sengoku. Very surprising that they won that one. They got particularly messed up. Next up, we will be moving into a 6-person tag team match. That is 3 versus 3. It is not for the Trios Championship, as you see. 1/3 of the Trios Champions just had a match. It will be the returning amusement club, who I don't think we've seen in a 3-person tandem for quite some time, against the debut of Aqua, Megumin, and Darkness. So here comes the team of Megumin, Aqua, and Darkness. If you are not familiar with this trio, then don't worry. I mean, they haven't been here before, but they are from the hit anime series Konosuba, which I admittedly have not watched, but I am aware who they are. And their opponents, we have seen them before, but not in a while. It is the team of Akari Akaza, Kyouko Toshinou, and Yui Funami. They are representing the amusement club. There were a presence very early on here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling, but have not been around for quite some time. Be interesting to see how they go here in a 3-on-3 tag team match. Definitely implications in regards to challenging for the Trios title in coming weeks. And Aqua kind of impressing early on, and Akari is having none of it, bringing in Yui to kind of start doing some of the work for her. I think earlier on, the more common tandem we may have seen from the amusement club was Akari, Kyouko, and Chinatsu, but I don't quite recall offhand. I mean, I know we have seen all 4, but so it'll be interesting to see how this trio kind of goes down. And a strong chop there. In comes Kyouko Toshinou. Nice kick there. And throwing Darkness into the ropes, and great submission, but it is unfortunately in the ropes for Kyouko Toshinou. So she has to release the hold. Nice belly to belly, but driving into the front. And here comes the explosion girl herself. And she is currently having a head squished between some thighs. This commentary is getting a little out of hand. Sorry, I apologize. And back and forth we go. Aqua's fired up. She doesn't give a fuck. And there's a splash from the top, and of course, Megumin does not have bottoms to her shoes. Seems to be quite the fashion here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. Our former referee Speedwagon had that going on. Haruhi Suzumiya had that going on. I feel like there was more. It's quite the fashion choice. I'm not too sure of it myself, but I cannot judge. In fact, it may be the fashion choice for Darkness as well. I'm not quite sure yet. And getting dragged. There's that submission. We saw Kyouko use it before, but this time it's definitely not in the ropes. Nice DDT there. And in comes Megumin once again. Just throwing Akari away just to gain a little bit of control, get her own pace, but isn't working out too well for her. Tied up in that submission once again, but her tag team partner seemed to be quite confident that she was going to find her way out of it. Double power bomb. And a drop kick sending Megumin to the mat. Aqua is so fired up on that turnbuckle. She is having fun. And giant swing. That is an excruciating move to be in. And there's a flash pinfall, but definitely in the ropes. Kiwi could tell that from the other side of the ring. I'm going to put that past Kiwi-chan. Dragging Akari. A little bit more centered. And jackknife cover. Nah, not enough. And a double powerbomb from Kyouko and Yui, despite not being the legal competitors, getting involved in this contest. In comes Darkness once again. I think Darkness does have bottoms to her shoes, but not 100% on that. In comes Yui. Double powerbomb. And there is that submission maneuver. Not going to get Darkness to give up just yet though. Managing to float over from that fireman's carry. And in comes Megumin once again. Nice double clothesline there. Elbow to the back of Yui and had a sleeper applied, but unfortunately for her, in the ropes. There's that front face buster. Bit of a style choice here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling, that move. Seen many a wrestler use it. And into the balloon turnbuckle, bringing in Akari. And what is she going for here? Dangerous backdrop. And nice submission there. They do like that. They like the you grab the leg and they also love this submission. They've been locking that in constantly. And there is that head crushing like a watermelon between the thighs. If you wish that was you, say, God, I wish that were me in the comments right now. Who am I kidding? No one watches this. Except for all these people in attendance. They love some Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. They love hissing. They love it all. They love Akari Akaza dominating Aqua right now. There's a great splash, and there's the pinfall, and that was almost the victory there for the amusement club. A much needed victory it would have been. Let's creak this goddamn mic stand, shall we? Oh, it didn't actually creak that bad. Oh, Darkness pulling out that front face buster of her own. Dragon Screw leg whip there, sending her to the mat, and gonna lock that move in. That is in the ropes though. Calls Uzuki-chan, our great referee here, doing a good job taking over for Kiwi-chan in her absence. Our senior referee Kiwi-chan taking a short absence during this period. hoping to see her again soon. She's a great referee and a great addition here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. But that's not taking anything away from Mizuki-chan, who's currently doing a great count out because there's everything going on in the ring. Look at that. Who's legal? Who's about to get counted out? Well, we got the 17. But yes, someone almost got counted out. And Kyouko with a simple but effective DDT. Sidewalk slam there from Megumin. It doesn't matter, she's in the small package right now and she's about to lose. Not really. What's Uzuki gonna call for here? No, Uzuki knew that was a ruse. Did not fall for it. Oh my god, just blowing out the back with that powerbomb into the lung blower of sorts. And back and forth we go. 10 minutes have passed this 30-minute time limit. We don't hit that time limit very often anymore. We used to back in the day when we did our timing differently, but now it's closer to real time, so it doesn't really happen anymore. Unless your name is Haruhi Suzumiya. And last time I checked, none of these competitors' name is Haruhi Suzumiya, despite the fact that Megumin has a very similar style of footwear. And Kyouko is fired up. About what, you might ask? I'm not really sure, but she's fired up. A move like that, I would be fired up. Great overhand strike. In comes Darkness once again. Front face buster on the great Robowaifu Championship Wrestling logo. Courtesy of Not Soup. I've got to always mention that every now and again. Yoshi Tonic. That could be it, and it is not. Has anyone ever won with the Yoshi Tonic? I don't know, but a sleeper hold applied despite not being the legal competitor. But if you put him to sleep, yeah, you might as well. Nothing can go wrong. Something can go wrong when you do a backslide to the wrong person, taking Yui down. However, with a pin in the wrong corner for that, getting the shit kicked out of her. Yoshi Tonic to almost the victory there for the amusement club. And great head scissors takedown there from Aqua. 1, 2. Oh my god, that was close for the newcomer team. And just lifting her up and just into the mat. Jackknife cover with the bridge. Not enough to put away Yui Funami. And in comes Kyouko. Despite Akari coming in with a nice little headbutt for some reason. Megumin just posing. Just having a good time out there. Into the ropes and nice running chop. And driving her into the mat. Not enough though for her. Another diving chop. What does Kyouko need to do to put her away? Not that, but she might be put away herself. Only a 1 count. Wow. Fighting them both off. And Akari Akaza gonna get the front face buster there. And a splash across the back. And the sleeper hold applied on Akari Akaza. Missed Invisible herself. In comes Kyouko once again. Double backdrop. Just dropping Megumin on the back of her head, on her neck. Into the blue turnbuckle and double team maneuver. Megumin bringing Aqua in right away though. Aqua might be calling for the end here. Cross-legged jackknife cover. But it's not enough to put away Kyouko Toshinou into the blue turnbuckle. She's going up top. What is gonna go on up here? The pin. We've seen this win trios matches before, but not quite enough. In comes Yui into the red turnbuckle, and a double team maneuver of their own, but Aqua manages to get out of dodge, and there's a jackknife cover with the bridge, but not enough to put Yui away. There it is, the armbar, the Fujiwara armbar, perhaps. Lariato. And there's the Fujiwara armbar once again. And that's it. Megumin taps out. I believe Yui calls that the Funami grinder. Grinds your arm bones into dust. And that's what she just did there to Megumin. Funami grinder. 15 minutes, 57 seconds. Next up, we'll be moving into the first of 4 title matches of the evening. First will be for the Robowaifu Championship Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Kizuna Ai and Hatsune Miku will be taking on the champions Aigis and Shinobu Oshino. So coming out to the ring first, the challenging team, or yeah, okay, it is both of them. I was worried it may have just been Miku coming out on her own there. But here comes the challenging team of Hatsune Miku and Kizuna Ai, both virtual idols in their own right, in their own way. Now, we have seen them tag a little bit in the past, but they're not quite a completely cohesive unit, so it'll be interesting to see how they do against the champions of the Shinobu Oshino and Aigis. These champions have done quite well for themselves. Had a good defense at Wrestle Colony against the tag team of Sumika and Maya, which has led us to this tag team title contest. Here we go. Kizuna Ai and Aigis starting us off. Now, I would like to discuss a little thing I kind of mentioned about tag title reigns. Well, not tag title reigns. Title reigns in general, and the way that they are going to be recorded from this. Going forward, I mentioned in the past I have an active. I had an active day rule where title reigns were only counted from the days of where wrestlers are actively competing. So during a hiatus, the reigns get frozen. It's no longer necessarily the rule. It more or less now coincides with the days of which these are being recorded, because shockingly these are being pre-recorded. So while you may see this uploaded maybe a week after Wrestle Colony, some time has passed for us here in the building at the Robowaifu Championship Wrestling Hall. Some time has passed for us. So title reigns, the days may begin to kind of change a bit over the next couple episodes. So that's just how that works. Just trust me on it. It's fine. I mean, I know I'm the only one who cares about keeping a track of this stuff, but you know, if you want to keep your own track based on when things were uploaded, please be my guest, but this is the way I'm doing it. And I'm not even talking about the match right now. That was a great ultimate suplex that we saw from Aigis. I just want to clear that up, even though I'm the only person who cares about record keeping. Not gonna get the pin in the ropes like that. Sending Hatsune Miku out to the outside so she can just get in a punch up with Kizuna Ai, and that's what she's doing. She's punching on. A nice scoop and a slam there from Aigis. Now, the Blonde Alliance obviously are, you know, in a slightly worse way than they were pre-Wrestle Colony. While Shinobu and Aigis still hold on to the Tag Team Championships, Karen Kujo did lose the Heavyweight Championship, thus taking a little bit of gold away from the Golden Girls, in a sense. Aigis, Shinobu, Oshino, Karen Kujo, the Blonde Alliance. But we still have the Tag Team Champions here, unless tonight Hatsune Miku and Kizuna Ai can get the job done. Great takedown there from Kizuna Ai. Nice head scissors takedown there from Kizuna Ai. Lots of good takedowns, and got her hog-tied, but not enough because Aigis is there to break it up. And sending both idols down. Aigis dragging Hatsune Miku, and great running senton there. And up and over the knee with the gut buster. Nice leg strike into the blue turnbuckle. Sending Hatsune Miku crashing to the mat with the move like that. It's somewhat of a Falcon Arrow, but without the sit-out bit. So, therefore, people can kick out of that move. It's not quite the deal. Nice drop kick to the back of the head of Aigis. Bringing in former close-up champion, Shinobu Oshino. Swinging net breaker right there for the former close-up champion and current tag team champion. Potentially, I guess at this point, I was going to say the most, like, variety of belts, but I guess there are probably people who have held the Trios title and other titles. Like, I know the Five Sisters have held both the Trios title and the tag titles now. That was almost a win, so maybe not quite Shinobu with the most variety, but Robowaifu Championship Wrestling still relatively new. It doesn't necessarily mean anything being, you know, the biggest, well, the longest yet. In most cases, I guess, you know, there, for instance, the Trios title has jumped around so many times at being the longest reigning Trios. So I did see that, despite the fact that I wasn't talking about it. I was talking about all my dumb record keeping instead of watching this match. Kizuna Ai is having quite a breather out there while Aigis gets in a fight with Miku, and there's the spinning Miku bomb. This could be bad for the champions. The titles will change hands on a count out here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling, but I'm not sure what Kizuna Ai was going for there. She just kind of threw herself, but taking Aigis down regardless, didn't seem to be too phased by it. Into the ropes and spine buster straight into the pin. That was clinical. In comes Hatsune Miku. This could be... I always talk about it when both Hatsune Miku and Kizuna Ai are in the ring. Like, they're both very consistent names here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. They're always around. But they just need something. They need like one big win to just kind of get them out of the rut they're stuck in. They're just kind of floating around at the moment. They both have reasonably good records. Hatsune Miku 9-8-2 and Kizuna Ai 10-8-1. So not too shabby. But they just need a big win and maybe a title to start getting them on track. And the tag team titles might be just what they need. Give up, perhaps. But no. into the knee bar right there. Shinobu is in a bad way right now. Aigis not really sure what to do in helping her out. And dragging Shinobu away from the ropes. And what is she going for here? Around and around and around. Taking Shinobu down. And in comes Aigis. In comes Hatsune Miku. I believe we saw this in the original Robowaifu Championship Wrestling World Title Tournament. This is a match that goes way back. If that did happen, if my memory is serving me correctly, Hatsune Miku definitely won that one. Yeah, episode 2 of Weekly Waifu, Hatsune Miku defeated Aigis. In fact, this is the 5th time that Aigis and Miku have shared a ring together, but the first time since episode 7 of Weekly Waifu. The other matches that they're a part of were all tag team, well, like 6-person tag team matches. In terms of wins and losses, Aigis has 1 win over Kizuna in one of those tag team matches, a draw and 2 losses, including that singles loss during the tournament. Miku is getting down, getting funky, but now she's getting hit in the groin. I still don't know how to feel about women being hit in the groin. No one's explained it to me, mainly because I proposed the question on an episode that probably isn't even uploaded yet. These are recorded well in advance. But one day I hope to know that question. Should it be illegal to hit a woman in the crotch in wrestling? Should it be illegal in general? Should you go to jail for hitting a woman in the crotch? I think just in general, maybe yeah, you should. Like, not even for the hurting part, for the fact that you're like hitting a woman in the crotch. What am I talking about? I got a wrestling match to commentate, and Aigis just flew off there. I'm going a little cuckoo. That's what happens here at Robowaifu Championship Waifu World. We're a little off track. We're a little off beaten. We're in the nice big stadium rather than the normal little hall. Anything goes here. And the spinning Miku bomb, yeah, that goes. And that could be the end of the match. Not quite though. Almost had new tag team champions. Rolling forearm, and that is going to keep her down. Low angle moonsault. Shinobu is... I'm not sure why she didn't break that one up, but I guess she didn't need to. Oh my god, what a German suplex right there. And there's that low angle moonsault again, and in a much better corner to be doing it in, but Aigis manages to kick out. In comes Shinobu. Just grinding on her and taking her down. Nice head scissors takedown right there. And that's it. Miku taps out right there. And just going for a pin just for the sake of it is Shinobu. And the tag team champions have managed to keep their titles. Let's see. But you know what? I'll do it. I barely ever do that. That's how it is. It is, well, it's Yuza's championship. Yuza has won this. So let's move into the next match. It is for the Weekly Waifu TV Championship, or right now it's just a TV Championship. We're not doing Weekly Waifu, but still being defended as Karen Araragi versus 2B. Coming to the ring first, as always, is the challenger. Karen Araragi, reasonably quite successful here, I would say, at World Waifu Championship Wrestling. Former tag team champion. We just saw the tag team championships get defended. Record of 11-7-1 of 19 matches. Pretty good. That is a 57% win rate, so not looking too bad for old Karen Araragi, but 2B on the other hand has been quite dominant here. Ken 5-0 of 15 matches, 66% win rate. Had an unsuccessful challenge against the close-up champion Netgear at Wrestle Colony, however. Definitely going to put that one in the losing column, but a great effort nonetheless. So 2B has been quite on a roll with this TV championship ever since she won it off of Aigis. Whereas you can maybe say, maybe the days holding the title doesn't matter, but maybe the defenses does. She has defended this title successfully 4 times. 4 times. Wow, I was not expecting to see that maneuver. I don't see Karen pull that one off, but that's just what you need to do to try take this title off of 2B that she has held onto. Hand and claw and grip. Have these two ever met in a match before? No, they haven't. This is a first time meeting, not even in tag team action. Great shoulder thrusts to the stomach of 2B. And Karen is currently on a roll right about now. Oh my god, what a headbutt to the back of the head. Here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling, we seem to love some headbutts. Karen, definitely with a height advantage here against 2B, and another brutal headbutt into the blue turnbuckle. And a bit of a collision there. Not the best. Elbow. A second elbow. But not a third. And what's going on out here? Nothing coming of it, but possibly could have been trying to suplex 2B to the outside. What strength with that German suplex. Taking her down with that kind of arm locked bulldog in a way. See that move quite often. Oh, Karen Stinger already. We could have a new champion. Not quite. Not quite. But the takedown there, Karen is feeling it right now, but she just barely isn't able to get the victory. 2B managing to kick out every time. There's that knee buster there from Karen Araragi. Nice lariat taking 2B down, and Karen is currently in control. Bridging with the German suplex, and that is not it. We almost had a new champion once again, but it just isn't happening. Just isn't coming together for her. Oh, low drop kick there from the Tree of Woe. Karen Stinger once again. That's it. New champion has. Oh, I can't believe that those moves haven't been able to put away 2B just yet. Dr. Bomb 2 again. Karen has this in the bag. She is completely in control right about now. 2B is not getting a lick in. And a pile driver on the top of her head. What does Karen need to do to put away 2B here? It's just, she's hitting her with everything she has, but 2B just manages to keep kicking out of it. Great diving splash there, and an elbow to follow it up. some nice knee strikes, and that's what 2B needs to do to kind of get control. Use her very proficient strikes. Karen is using all of her power to take advantage right now, but what 2B needs is to make use of the strikes. Diving splash off the top, and that is not it. Not just yet. Karen has hit 2B with everything. 2B using this as an opportunity to cool off a bit, to get back into it. Elbow drop from Karen Araragi, and a second one. This has been Karen's match. This could be Karen's time to become the TV champion. And another headbutt. 1, 2. I'm not sure how 2B is doing it. But that's the will she has, and that's how she has held on to this title for so long. She does not give up. Even with a Dr. Bomb, but it could be enough. No. Once again, 2B has just not been able to get it together. Karen still. And Karen is also 1/3 of the Trios champion. I completely forgot about that. She could be on her way to becoming a double champion if she wins this contest. And she's looking more and more like she is going to win it, but Anaconda Vice applied. 2B is trying to get this together, but Karen's looking a bit winded. She has been exerting a lot of energy. Heads to this takedown. This could be 2B's opportunity. Maybe Karen has expended too much energy too quickly. Karen Stinger once again, but she is exhausted. See, she took too long to get the pin. Yep, she took too long. She gave 2B the opportunity to recover. She very well could have had that there, but due to the fact that she has blown herself up, but she's still taking complete control of 2B here. Another great strike there from Karen Araragi. Karen is just in complete control. 2B has no answer for almost any of this. Swinging neck breaker. But there are some strong forearms to the face of the B Karen Araragi. But another pile driver, and 2B looks a little hurt there. Headbutt to the back of the head. Into the red turnbuckle and series of shoulder presses. Karen is just in complete control right about now. Nice diving splash there. I don't know what 2B needs to do right about now, but she is getting her shit absolutely kicked in. She has all these opportunities because Karen constantly is out of breath, but 2B is just not able to really capitalize. Those arm drags are nice and all, but they're not going to get the job done. And there's that pile driver once again. Release German suplex, dropping her head. Even Azuki's was looking a little gassed there. Even she's a bit exhausted. I mean, she has been out here all night. I will give that to her. She has done a great job. That is a rope break. See, when you see the pins like that, when you see when she had to recover, when she had the rope break, you can always think those might have been the ones. Into the ropes, and oh, what a spinning kick, sending her down. And now this is a problem for 2B because she definitely gave Karen the opportunity to get her breath. Karen Stinger once again. 1, 2, not quite. 1, 2. Still, again, Karen just can't get it done. What does she need to do? Another Karen Stinger. 1, 2, 3. She's done it. Karen Araragi is the new TV champion. 2B could only take so much. And what a reign 2B had, but what a victory for Karen Araragi, and is now a double champion here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. Great performance from Karen Araragi. Our next contest will be for the men's championship. Guts will be taking on the champion, Amuro Ray. Here comes the challenger. His name is Guts. Big opportunity here for Guts against the newly crowned two-time men's champion, Amuro Ray. He's back and he is absolutely on top of the world. After winning their title back, after finishing his time with his, rivalry with Kenshiro, ousting him from the company. And this is a men's match. And in a men's match, you see just absolute brutality. That's what our men's division seems to be known for. Just absolutely beating the absolute piss out of each other. And that's what we're going to see here between Guts and Amuro. We've seen that Amuro has quite the mean streak. Something I wasn't expecting we would see. But we have seen it since episode 2 of Robowaifu Championship Wrestling, when he first won the men's championship against an impressed Kenshiro. Kenshiro was very impressed with his performance in the multi-man to determine the first ever men's champion, and gave him an opportunity, and Amuro has run with that opportunity ever since. Knee strikes to the top of the head. Kaneko Ref called that a rope break and started even counting. Kamigoye. Amuro is currently on fire. Another Kamigoye. This could be very quick. Guts may be completely out of his league here. Great knee strike there. Sending Guts to the outside. And Amuro, what a diving maneuver to the outside. Not only can Amuro beat the absolute hell out of you, he can fly through the air just like it's nothing. What a performer, what an athlete Amuro Ray is. Straight right to the face. And I mean, that very high German suplex there. And what? See you later, Guts. What a dominating display there for the men's champion Amuro Ray. I can't even begin to believe that. That deserves the graphic. Oh my god. Amuro Ray just killed that man. Whew. Well, moving into our next contest, it is our main event. It is for the Robowaifu Championship World Championship. Close-up champion Netgear versus Noriko Takaya. So coming to the ring first, it is the challenger. And that challenger definitely is quite a challenger. She is the close-up champion. Noriko elected this to be her first defense, as she felt that since... Whoa! Noriko is not wasting any time. She's running to the ring and she's fired up. But Noriko wanted this to be the match. Yeah, she wanted this to be the match to first defend her title since Netgear gave her the opportunity to begin with. Great move right there. And dragging Netgear to the outside. Well, not to the outside, to the center of the ring. What am I talking about? This has been a bit of a long show, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm still trying to process what happened in that last match, and the claw coming out again and again. It looks like Noriko is gonna try, maybe copy what Amuro was going for and end her title match as quick as possible. Only a 1 count. Bulldog though from the close-up champion. I can't see Netgear getting beaten in such quick time though. Netgear, the close-up champion, and it's been quite dominant with that title. 2 successful defenses in 70 days. Most recent defense at Wrestle Colony against 2B. The records as well for Netgear do look quite good as well. 12-8-0. And realistically, a lot of those losses would really come from nice armbar from tag team matches. I'm not sure of what a singles record would be, but I reckon it would be quite good. Noriko, on the other hand, our wonderful stats person makes Noriko's stats really hard because they have her in like 2 separate entries as Noriko Takaya, but also Noriko Takaya in like moon runes in Japanese. So it's hard to always check her records. But it's 8-2-0 for Noriko Takaya. So probably one of the best records in the entire promotion at the moment. And there is I think that was a sharpshooter, Scorpion Deathlock, whatever flavor you like to call that move. But Noriko's always fired up, and that could have been it. Could have been a quick, swift victory there for the champion. We have definitely had some upsets tonight. We saw Serval get her first win ever against the former world champion, who Noriko beat at Wrestle Colony in a steel cage match. We saw Karen Araragi take the TV championship from 2B, and we just saw Amuro Ray absolutely obliterate Guts in a very short men's title match. Pin from Netgear, but only going to get a 1 count. And nice armbar, but it's not enough to get Noriko to give up. I don't know if you could ever get Noriko to give up, but a tombstone pile driver might put her down for the 3, but it's not this time. Poison Rana. That could be the finish, but in the ropes calls Uzuki-chan. She has done a fantastic job here tonight. Has Uzuki-chan as referee, as Kiwi-chan takes some time off. I mean, Kiwi-chan was doing this kind of almost constantly before her, so I think Kiwi-chan has earned her time off, but Uzuki-chan, maybe she'll get some too. Nice flipping leg drop. And a third one for good measure. And there is into the red turnbuckle, but the brain buster from Noriko, definitely in desperation. There is a cutter. Gonna drag Netgear into the center of the ring, but not enough. Sending Noriko to the outside. And nice flying crossbody there. Nice Michinoku driver of sorts. Haven't seen Netgear pull that one out before. Now this is getting into a dangerous territory. And oh my god, 17 for both of them. Any longer and someone was in definite trouble of losing. Drop kick, but it's not enough. Enziguri. Cutter, but it's not enough to keep Netgear down for long. She's straight on her feet and there's a claw. That's it. Netgear gives up to the claw. And Noriko with her first successful defense of the Robowaifu Championship Wrestling World title. I see it. Actually, I'm not sure why it's saying new champion crown, because that's a defense. It's been saying that all night, hasn't it? Interesting. Well, regardless, thank you so much for watching. This has been Crimson Ash, you know, yeah, whatever. It's Crimson Ash. Join me next time with whatever comes up. It's probably another episode of Waifu World. However, we have something big coming up for you. There will be an announcement at some point in the future. Stay tuned.